Yo everyone, we're back of Trails Through Daybreak. Last time, we took care of some stuff around town still. Over here in Tharbad, we still haven't... Oh, hush it. We still haven't reached stuff related to the film festival quite yet. But we took care of some side quests and we did everything that we could there. And now here we are getting our ass beat in a field battle because I'm too distracted doing my intro. We've arrived in the bottom of the sewers here to take care of some business. And gosh knows we need to take care of business because I haven't been recorded for 2 days in a row. But sometimes I just need a break from recording, and that's just how it be. We've got quite a bit to explore here.
I can live with this. You were a great help on you. I'm scene. Right there.
Wow, these things go down on their HP fast. No, I feel like
Finished. Gathering data.
I've been watching a metric butt ton of Kamen Rider.
I don't think we can cross here.
Are you sure on that?
Water's probably too low to trigger the mechanism.
We'll
Oh.
have to find another way around.
What I was gonna say is that I've been watching a crap tons of Kamen Rider, and this has been going on for years. And, you know, I do some light writing of myself on the side. And I feel like, you know, it's kind of shonen-esque, I guess, is what I'm doing. I haven't written for it in a while, but I always write down ideas for it. And I feel like I'd like to make a character that's kind of like Kamen Rider-esque, where they just have like their own like transformation gimmick and whatnot, and special abilities and transformations related to that. I just think that it would be a cool idea, and not one that I really have too many ideas on. But I was thinking of, the reason I brought that up is because I was thinking of the Grendel again. And I think the Grendel is a very interesting, like a design and whatnot. And mostly because its S-Craft has a damn rider kick in it, and that shit really gets me. I'm not over that still. Alright, there's this. Okay, yeah, we still just need to figure out how to get this all to work. Still no. I have to find another way. Alright, gotcha.
Away we go.
But yeah, no, I was just thinking it would be a cool idea. Like, I've been watching Geats in particular, and that's it's been one of my favorite, like, main designs that they've had for a rider. Or, I would just say it's my favorite, actually. Like, there hasn't really been any insane competition, you know? Deal with all that. Da-da-na. Shit. Whatever. There we go.
Nice. That went great. Pretty.
Hello. Yeah, of course he's got to be slippery. He's got to be lubed up at all times. What did I mean by that? Hell if I know, man. Sometimes I just say shit. Especially when I haven't recorded in a while. I get particularly out of pocket for no apparent reason. It's all on yes. There we go. Man, I love just being able to spam regular attacks and it just working. What a thrill.
Leveled up. Let's get to work. Your charge attack's ready, you know.
There we go. Just murder the crap out of him. At least I'm kind of ahead of the level curve for once. I'm definitely not used to that part yet, am I? Speaking of which, give me my XP. It is cool that you get extra experience by doing things in a certain way.
The flames.
You've got some moves, small fry.
Fight these things.
So many. Beginning combat.
Woo!
Hold it. That's a lot of enemies.
Hold up.
Energy output at maximum. I'll round them up and activating.
All right, hit him with it.
You're finished. Take this.
How much does that do? Quite a damn bit. I would say quite a bit. Not like I'm a pro on the matter, but hey.
Your turn, Miss Perfect.
I think this works better on you. There we go. Easy peasy. How much we got here? Heat brooch. Or roach? Brioche? I don't know. Word association, or words that sound similar. I forgot about the frickin' back step sometimes. Can't lie. Also, if my audio sounds a bit weird, apologies. I was playing games with people earlier today, so I had to adjust my mic for that, and I haven't put too much effort into adjusting it back, frankly. This is why I would be built more for streaming one day, but hey, that's something to think about on a later date. You know, I almost feel bad about the idea of turning into a streamer, because there was this one comment I got a long while ago. Like, this was like years ago by now. But it was one comment I got that was like, hey, yeah, so many people do streaming these days that it's rare to see like an LPer, so it's real cool that you're doing that. And I thought that was a real cool comment, but at the back of my head, I still knew that I wanted to be a streamer, so I was like, haha, yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, you know, LPers are a dying breed. You gotta keep it alive, you know what I mean? And then I just end up turning it back on that. Like, it's not that I have anything against LPers at all. Like, you know, I still watch some, like Sugar Conroy and Nico B, people like that. I don't watch too many of them, but I'm still a big fan of certain ones, you know? So it's like, I definitely, like, I get it, you know?
A boost would work here.
I'm not the most, alright, let me just screw him up like this. Bye-bye. Time to run some errands. And there we go. Overkill.
That went great.
You're a true professional, Van.
Yeah. I don't think to...
Looks like the gang's all here.
I do appreciate all the comments that I've gotten on some videos. I haven't gotten as many on this playthrough. I've gotten only like 1 or 2 so far. But it's been real nice when it does happen. And I remember, I think the time I ever got the most comments was probably on like my Octopath videos. There was a few people that stuck around for a lot of those, and it was very cool. It was very cool just having like the same like usual, almost like regulars for that LP in particular. They weren't there for every single episode, but there was a few, like 1 or 2 people in particular that were there a lot of the time. And it was just real cool, if you ask me. You know, I don't get too much traction on this channel, but it's real nice when I do get like some interactions to have with people. You know, numbers are one thing, but having actual interactions with people in comment sections and whatnot.
Pretty sprightly for an old guy.
Pretty sprightly for an old guy. It just makes me feel like, you know, a lot of the times you see, sometimes on like Twitter, you'll see like posts about people like, oh man, my art failed. I only got like 10 likes on this, and then there's like people that draw how many people 10 people actually is, and it's like a small crowd of people just cheering and things like that. That's kind of how I feel like with getting comments on YouTube and things like that. It's a similar type of deal to me. And I think it's just, you know, it's nice to take a step back and realize how many people are actually watching your stuff, even if you get like,
There we go.
even if it's only like 1 or 2
Ooh, a
people.
treasure chest.
Like, that's, when you think about it, that's multiple people that are taking times out of their days to check and see what you're up to. And I think that's special in its own way. You know, when you're on a bigger part, all right, yeah, when you're on like, when you've got more going on and you're a more popular one, obviously you're more paying attention to the numbers instead of thinking about the individual people behind the numbers. But that's one good thing about being a smaller channel, is that you can really, like, you can really think about all that type of stuff. And you don't really get stuck on on just big old numbers. And you realize, like, yeah, there are people that have spent decades of their lives, you know, history. That's one thing about That's the one thing I always think about is like everyone's life they've experienced. We talk about like history, whatnot, and like how much time has passed. How much time has passed and how much history is built up. But when you think of how much history an individual person carries, and then you add that up, like, say you have like two people that are like, you have like viewers that are like 20 years old apiece that are watching your things, and there's like 2 or 3 of them. If there's 2 of them, then that's like 40 years worth of experience that's watching your stuff. And if it's 3 people, then it's 60 years. Like, maybe that's kind of a weird way to think about it, but it's something I've thought of once or twice, and I think it's an interesting thing to keep in mind. I don't know why I'm getting all philosophical-ish today, but I don't know. I don't really think about this type of stuff often, so it's just nice to every once in a while. Let's hit the étoile. Okay, she didn't say the line. I was trying to get the delivery so I actually knew how to pronounce it. Turns out that was not the case. I forgot that we just have like the auto buffs and stuff. Let's go. Praise Arusha. Woo! I love me some Sepith. Really, it's just been scarce in this game to some extent, and it's real nice to get some extra. Ain't gonna hear any complaints from me. Alright, still can't do this because the water isn't raised. I ain't getting it. I haven't even cut out a single battle, but, you know, I'm actually having stuff to talk about today for some reason, so it's cool. Yep, that it is. Banana banana na 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 da da na 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 da da na na na. There we go. Easy peas. Almost there. Have I broken like a single pot? Has there just been a lot of them that I've missed? Probably. Can't go this way yet. Yeah, it definitely looks like this is like a thing where we're just not going to get a lot of this until we're fully done here. And then we'll just have to come back and we'll just have to deal with the rest on our way back through. Which, you know, I can handle some of that.
Water's kind of running on low right now.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Still, it's impressive that people can normally use so much water when they're living in a desert.
Yeah, it is very odd, honestly. Oasis or not.
Being down here really makes you appreciate Professor Hamilton's handiwork.
The star has arrived!
True, but also there's still the... I don't know. It just feels abnormal to have this much water and also to flaunt it with like the fountains and stuff, you know? Which I think is another point.
Be a good stop.
It's another point that kind of leads into maybe having the water septarian be like the thing in Calvard. Like I've mentioned that there's been a lot of like decent water sources and like attention drawn to different things like that. And that could lead into it. Of course, I still think that the time septarian is also a possibility. But I feel like time is such a special one that it's got to be like the last, you know? Because we already had both, what was it, Space and Mirage as like the first 2. And then we've only just moved on to like the more basic elements with Earth and Fire. So I think moving on to this would make a bit... I feel like dealing with water and wind first would make a bit more sense before dealing with the final, and then have time. Time is like a special one, and I feel like it would have a lot of relation to Ouroboros in particular, with how potentially long Ouroboros could have been around for, because of how like the enforces are and like how McBurn has been like in Zemuria for like less than 50 years, and he was like the first enforcer. Meaning that, but before him, it was just like Campanella, the Grandmaster, and maybe some Anguis. Whoa. That's a big one. Hydra nubia. A giant plant monster? It's huge. That explains where all the water went. Must have grown nice and strong, soaking up sunlight and drinking straight from the oasis tap. Look what else is down here, too. Really? A Genesis! How in Idios' name did it get here? Watch out, everyone. We're not even having voice acting for finding a damn Genesis. I mean, I assume we aren't going to be collecting it here, but interesting. Damn, nice flips. Overgrown bastard. Time to take it down. Come on.
Deploying charge.
What do you got? Call allies. Can't say I'm a fan of that one.
Enemy stats.
Weak to wind and earth. Okay, so if I had wind, that would be the most ideal. And of course I don't have that, so yeah, that's fun.
Use a sharp activating drive.
Alright, at least we had some of the resists up. Alright, let's just deal with this shit. See ya! Ah, bayo. Shine kakyoin. Damn, alright. Knocked out. I mean, I guess they were just ads. It's a bit different than dealing with it properly. God, I just said ads. My frickin' Final Fantasy XIV brain. I got back to playing the game for a single time, and this is where I already am, huh? Let's see. Let's deal with 4K. White heal. Dun 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 dun. Na 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 na. Do 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 do. You do 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 do. Ya da dun dun da ba da da ba da da. All right, let's just deal with this. What is it? I can't use this because it's from the back right now, but it does do a lot at least. Can I? Wait, do I?
Keep it up. It's working.
Oh, I can't do shit apparently. Don't know why, but I couldn't. So just gotta deal with that now, I guess. All right. Forgot about this.
Flames.
Murder the hell out of him, I guess. Hell if I know.
Activating drive.
And then we just go. Oh yeah, I can just. Let's just see what a regular old firebolt can do. You never truly know. I mean, that did pretty decent for what it was, honestly.
Activating drive.
Energy output at max. Cipher activate.
Da na 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 da da na 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 na.
Boost level maximum strength. Initializing drive.
Ow.
Here goes.
Energy output at maximum. Activating
Just go for this.
The end of the line. Yeah. You're finished.
Get him again. Down to the ground.
Gauge limit broken.
Alright, well, we're doing decent. Again, doing decent. However, anything with decent break on it, maybe? I forgot I have this. Side attack bonus, maybe? Can I can do that, but it's not really the best, so let's just go for one of these. Chesto! Fuck, I should have seen that one coming. Alright, that's my own
Energy
fault.
output at maximum.
Just fuck, I healed the wrong one. I'm such a fool.
Energy output at maximum.
Foolish I am.
There. You saved me.
You'll pay for
Alright, that's fine.
Activating
Alright, get on the ground, fool. Just throw him.
Gauge limit crushed.
Get the bastard down. Let me just throw you down here. Oh, right, I don't have crap. I don't have nothing. I've got nothing. I got jack shit.
My move now.
Okay. You're going for that move, eh?
Got a whole slew of them.
Activating drive. Do your worst. This'll hurt.
Deal with that.
Breathe onto us.
Okay, well, I got kind of a thing there. Holy shit.
Not now.
Well, this sucks.
Alright. I just gotta freaking use this shit.
Got a whole slew of them.
Fuck them up.
Boost gauge limit.
Just get them all on the ground there. Alright, well, we're doing decent here. Let me go Crescent Eye, maybe. It's a 0 turn, might as well make use. Wait, what did you do? Oh, that's a buff. Can't say I'm a fan of that. Can't say I am at all.
My exhaustion's catching up to me. Here goes.
Alright, let me try to heal.
Initializing
Heal someone.
Here goes.
Okay, all our stats down. That's fun.
Go all out.
Can I, like... Is there, like, anything I can use to just get my stuff up here? Like, for real? 35.
This fighting's taking a real toll. You saved me.
Shit.
Give up.
This sucks big time.
Body's starting to feel heavy.
I owe you one.
White heal. Just get him up. Specifics doesn't matter as much. Just get him on the ground. Oh, I don't have enough for it. Oh, kill me.
All you got?
Well then. All right. I'm just skipping ahead. This is a wash.
Thank you.
This shit sucks. Fucking die. Die. This is like my 4th attempt. Die, please. I beg you. I'm still alive. Oh, fuck me. How much have we got left? 4K? Oh, that's not good.
Certain arts will work better.
Chat room, this might be it.
Body's starting to feel heavy.
Hit him fast, Barry.
How much is left? Oh, that's not good.
Energy output at maximum.
Alright, let's, alright.
I can't take much more.
I need someone with that gives me higher res. Alright. Do this. It's a crit turn. I'm so fucked. Okay, they wasted it. Thank God, you fucking bastard. Oh my God. Wait, you're back to 12K? Fucking bad. I'm fucking sick of you, you piece of shit. Die. I don't care. It took me 5 fucking attempts. Just die, bro. I don't care. I lowered my difficulty. Yes, I suck at the game. Blah, blah, blah. Ha! Burn in hell, asshole. I'm sorry. It's already late at night. I can't waste any more time on this, bro. Is everyone all right? Yeah, that was hard, but we did it. The fuck? What's that? An angel? Is that an automaton? Get down! What the hell is that? What the hell? Oh no! Son of a... You evil Moloch! That belongs to Anyas! How the hell did it block them all? Holy shit. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Van,
Can we have a savior?
too dangerous.
Why are you taking all the damn blows yourself?
Because I'm a tank, bro.
My time to shine again.
Oh shit, is it time for... Oh shit. Well, well then. We're getting brought... This is out of nowhere, ain't it? Maybe I shouldn't have gone as hard as I did on lowering the difficulty.
There you are. I can take it, so let's just do this.
What are you in such a rush for? Oh well, the Grendels all...
Okay, never mind. Interrupt.
There is no need to bear any nightmare, for you are already one made flesh.
What the fuck? Bro's collar turned red. What the hell?
What's happening?
Yeah, that's my question. What the hell is... Evil Grendel? Van question mark. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, it's my question.
He looks like he's in real pain.
Dude, what was that
Stop the process.
flashback and whatever was said? Oh my god.
I'm not doing any of this. Wait, could it be?
Man, I went for the gray core. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You are not going near him.
Shoutouts.
Van, pull yourself together.
What the hell is
Here with
happening,
you.
dude?
Please, try and stay calm.
Anya.
Our pro tag is having pro tag stuff happen right now. We need a savior. New one, new person. Oh, a gun?
What?
What just happened?
That sounded like a gun, but also it's Falcom sound design, so you never know.
I see I made it in time.
Oh shit! Hot lady inbound. Badass, holy shit. Is that the freaking opening theme? Holy shit, yo, get him! Yo, slay! Holy crap!
You're...
I didn't think she would be showing up this chapter.
I don't know who you are, but this man has entered into a contract with us.
Huh?
If you intend to harm him, I will be forced to respond in accordance with company policy.
Company policy?
I see. So you are affiliated with them, are you? We have recovered
Who?
our target. There is no need to continue this battle any longer. Farewell then. With me, Ishtanti.
What the hell's going... Actual angel? What the fuck is going on?
What is that thing?
I don't know what's going on. So much stuff is happening all of a sudden.
An angelic puppet?
No, they still have the Genesis.
We couldn't have got it back off of them if we tried.
It's a small miracle we all came out of that unharmed as it is.
Alright, bro's back to normal. Van. Back to normal, huh? Are you alright, Van? What about when you were hurt earlier? That's just a scratch. I'm more worried about how damn tired I feel. Looks like Marbear, what am I frickin'? Looks like Mayor Bear just took off without saying anything, too. Figures. Is everything you people make a frickin' mystery? Sure wasn't expecting you to drop in as emergency backup either. Everything you people make. Oh, is she from... Wait, MS... Wait, the design on her thing, is that a... MTSO?
Supporting our clients is my primary duty, and one I take great pride in. My fortuitous timing also helped me to contextualize the peculiarities in your previous review.
I really screwed up on this one. Can't say this is how I thought our first meeting in person would go. Oh, so this is the first time I've met.
I find these circumstances rather surprising myself.
What the hell? She shows up out of nowhere and you're acting like you've known each other for years? I remember seeing your face on Van Sypha. Who are you? And if I may ask, what company are you affiliated with? Sorry, guess I never explained this part. I'm fine now, thanks.
My apologies for my belated introduction. My name is Reset Twinings, and I work as a concierge.
A drifting tender.
My employer is Marduk Total Security Company, a private military company.
Marduk Total Security Company, eh? I definitely know that. I didn't realize it was a C. I thought it was an O, but I guess it isn't closed at the right end. Huh. Yeah, the company you work for was teased all the way back in Reverie. And they made it sound like they were a big deal considering they broke into the damn celestial globe.
Mr. Arkwright here is a valued external tester for our company, and someone to whom we owe a great deal. It is a pleasure to meet you all.
You're hot. Sorry. She's just very attractive. I mean, I've said that for a lot of characters in this, but she's one of the characters I was most excited to meet because she's just real pretty. Also, her weapon of choice is kind of goated. I don't even know what you call that type of blade she had, but like the gun in combination with that is extremely cool. Whoa, what the hell? Oh, that was the sauna coming back on. That makes sense. I'm assuming, I assume that she's not joining us as a party member yet. The Marduk Company? That's not the first I've heard that company recently. Or that name recently. They do security, I think. And I believe they're based outside of Calvert?
Correct. Their main headquarters is located in the Orid state.
Oh, like the Bracer Guild.
While still a young company, it already enjoys a large customer base within and without Calvert. As I mentioned, Mr. Arkwright is contracted with us as an external tester for our Tactical Research and Development Division.
Yep. That's how I wound up with the program for Mare and my trusty little stun caliber. We're equal partners in this endeavor.
Beyond that, in recent times, we've developed ties to various nations' public security apparatuses, as well as most every mercenary enterprise.
I like that she just has like a freaking earpiece there. Or maybe not an earpiece, but like a headset. It's just nice. It's just a very solid design in general, head to toe.
We even maintain a technological partnership with the Warriors of Kruga, albeit only in a partial capacity.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that, although I've heard rumors about your company before, but that's an awful lot for one private military company to handle. Does that mean Marduk basically divides its business between its general security and its tactical research and development divisions? You guys must be swimming in cash these days. Taking out more and more market share as you supply tech services to militaries and Jaegers alike sounds like a hell of a recipe for success.
Leave it to Mr. Arkwright to employ such sharp assistance. It pleases me to see the next generation is coming along well.
What, the next generation of Spriggans? I ain't looking for anyone to succeed me here. They're just part-time helpers around the office, that's all. Also, you're only 24. But enough about us. Still haven't told us what the hell you're doing all the way out here. I understand how dedicated and responsible you are as a concierge, and I appreciate how much you guys value me as a tester. And to be clear, I'm grateful for all the maintenance work you do remotely for my Zypha too. You've been a big help. Yet, coming out here like this, that gets into stupid levels of service. I know for a fact you've got other stuff to do. So why go to all this trouble, huh? What's going on behind the scenes to make you drop everything and wander out here? Oh shit, I've got to do a voice now. I already kind of had an idea for what to do for her. I was thinking something more monotonous. Something more monotonous, maybe with a bit of a twinge of like, I don't know. Something like more upstanding might not be the right word, but kind of like uptight. I suppose I can fill you in on what's happening, but on one condition. You agree to tell me about the anomalies surrounding the shards in your hollow core, as well as that stolen device. Do we have a deal? That's a lot to ask. This chick plays hard. May rest assured, I'm merely joking. You don't need to go into such detail. There are 2 reasons as to why I've traveled to Tharbad. One of them was indeed to make direct contact with Mr. Arkwright. After all, I couldn't help but be concerned when our previous call was cut short in the manner that it was. Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean for it to be such a big deal. You sound like someone trying to explain to his girl why he was two-timing her when you talk like that, you know? Anias, you're kind of really obvious with the frickin' side eyes sometimes. Yikes, Anias looks super tense. My other reason for coming to the city is to investigate the film festival in person. Say what? Why would you need to do that? Quite simply, it is related to the Messeldom Film Festival that was set to take place 2 months ago. It has to do with the circumstances surrounding its cancellation. You mean that racial terrorism stuff? No kidding. I'm thinking I'm seeing where this is going. As you all know, Messeldom was forced to cancel the festival after receiving a terrorist threat and witnessing a wave of suspicious fires. The city, along with the local security company that was forced to pay a fine for the resulting breach of contract, requested our services. That incident appears to be linked to Tharbad's festival, which has received greater attention than was otherwise anticipated. As a result, the decision was made to dispatch me to reassess the company's risk evaluation for Calvard. So that's what's going on, huh? Now I get it. I'm sorry, but I think I got lost somewhere around Messeldom canceled. Basically, if I understand her correctly, Rosette is here to evaluate Calvard's security risk nationwide. That way, she and her company can be prepared to provide any necessary services if and when they're needed. The way she talks, it sounds like Calvard's hardly the only one her place keeps a close eye on. Hell, it sounds a lot like Hayway's elders tend to think. These guys have got their fingers in some pretty dicey pies. I completely understand your concern. It is certainly true that Marduk makes its money from wars and national-scale law enforcement. On the other hand, we also take pride in demonstrably contributing in part to regional security. We also help to combat criminal cabals and other such groups, including ones that have seen their threat level grow inconceivably large. You're talking about? I guess it only makes sense that your company would be involved in that too. So, long story short, circumstances more or less forced you to come out here anyway. That wasn't the only factor. That's all I needed to know then. I won't pry any further. Is that all to say you're basically on loan to us? If so, I'll give you free rein to act over you deemed fit while we're here. Your skills are even better than I expected, now that I've seen them in person. You've got my trust, Rosette, don't worry. That is very reassuring to hear. It will be a pleasure working together with you in person, Mr. Arkwright. Wait a second, does this mean... Are you saying we have to team up with this chick? You sure you don't want to give that some more thought? If you guys feel that strongly about it, I won't force you to work with her. But you also what happened back in the waterway. I don't think we should look to gift horse in the mouth. Well... I guess you got a point. We're dealing with that girl and the angel thing, and they both ran off once they got their hands on the Genesis. We might not have hard evidence yet, but if I had to point fingers at who's behind it, I know who my first guess would be. Yeah. I agree. It's entirely possible that Almada could be lurking out here too.
I cannot claim to be fully aware of your specific circumstances, but our analysis does suggest that's quite possible. Having said that, I also believe that it's too early to rule out other potential actors as well. To that end, I will do whatever I can to help, even if I'm still relatively inexperienced as a concierge. Also, regarding the anomaly between Mare and Mr. Arkwright, it's rather curious to see an AI with no will manifest and react in that manner, as well as for its user to be covered so densely in shards.
Oh, so that's what that was?
I may, however, be able to devise a treatment to address the symptoms of such unforeseen outbursts. I speak not only as a professional, I sincerely wish to help on a personal level as well.
Don't say personal level, you're gonna set off the wrong flags, lady.
Oh,
You're really something.
I understand that I may be imposing upon you, and that you all may have trouble accepting my presence. I truly do. Regardless, would it be alright for me to accompany you all for the next few days while you're in the city?
Hell yeah. I mean, I was wrong on what party member we were gonna get next, but hell yeah.
Reset, it's okay. You don't have to be so hesitant. We would be happy to have you with us. In fact, it would be really reassuring. Yeah, those wall things you used earlier were really cool too.
Oh yeah, that shit was freaking wild. I don't even know what to say that was.
Well, if anything, I wouldn't be shocked if you turned out to be more reliable than our chief here.
Yeah, I can't really argue against that.
Hey, watch your mouth. Not that I can disagree.
Thank you, Miss Clodell, Miss Alfayed, Mr. Wei. Then from now on, I, Reset Twinings, will accompany you, Arkwright Solutions, during your 3-day mission in Tharbad.
Only the 3-day mission, surely nothing more than that. Oh, let's go. She's like the party member I've kind of been most excited for, at least from a design standpoint. I don't know how much I'll like her as a character, but like her design is like top notch. I mean, there's a lot of that in Trails, right? Like no one can deny that they have real good character designs in general. But she's like, God, I don't know, like top 5 in the series. It's a very good design. I love it a lot. After that, the group enjoyed a nice milky batch of chai, courtesy of the inn's proprietress, as thanks for all of their hard work. As they did so, they summarized to Rosette the sequence of events up until their current mission for Nina Fenley and Judith Lanster. They delved into the Genesees and the Grendel, as well as the crimes committed by Almada, revelations that stunned the concierge. For her part, she swore to keep what she learned strictly confidential and not divulge anything to her employer without permission. Such sincere consideration for the circumstances further cemented the newfound trust Arkwright Solutions had in Rosette. Soon enough, with the sun setting, Van finally recovered and regained his stamina. Party decided to venture back outside, both to find a place to eat for dinner, as well as to report back to the actresses on their progress. 6:02 p.m. Back to where? We just wandering about? Is this our nighttime NPC rounds? Judging by how they're showing everything, it kind of looks like that. Now this is more my kind of scene. The city only really comes alive at night, if you ask me. You know what that means. Time to hit the streets and see what sort of joints with foxy ladies they've got around here. Aaron, do grow up. I don't know what these fox ladies are talking about are. All I know is I'm starving. Don't mind him. He's just driving with his pants, you might say. We still got some time to kill before our meeting. Let's take another look around town while scoping out somewhere to sit down and eat. I know it's not the most efficient way of going about things, but it's how I do it as a Spriggan. Hope us just meandering around a bit doesn't drive you two up the wall. Oh no, not at all. I'm actually quite interested to learn. I've wanted to know more about your work for some time. To summarize, the plan is to check for new 4SPG requests, responding to them as necessary, while continuing to survey the city on foot, yes? Then, when the time is right, we'll make our way to the Algemira to report in to Miss Fenley and Miss Lanster. Is my understanding correct? Wow, you didn't take long to adapt to how we do things. Though you kind of stuttered a few times there. That was the person voicing me. Seriously, it's just like she's been with us this whole time. Quick, Anyas, you've got to contribute something. Oh, yes, we still need to deliver those autographs to Shahina. Hey, you're right. Forgot all about that. Me too. Do you think she's home by now? Nah, not yet. Don't remember? She said she wanted to stop by the hammam on their way back from work. Good point. I'm sure it's reopened by now. Might as well stop by and see how they're doing. Sounds like a plan. Well, what are we waiting for? No time to lose. Let's get to work, everyone. Indeed. Lead the way, everyone. I'll follow along.
Reward deposited.
Yeah! Rosette, join the party! And with that, I think we finally have enough party members to have to worry about swapping someone out. That we do. Damn, alright, we just taken Van and the girls by default here. Is what I would say, if not for the fact that, what is it? Oh my god, her art is so extremely pretty. Here. Disperse, frontline. I don't really know what she does yet, so I can't really say on that yet. However, let's swap it around here. Sorry, I'm very interested, big shock, so I'm gonna swap things around here. Have them in order of how much I enjoy the characters right now. There we go. Change leader. Yeah, her art is extremely pretty. Infamous leader of a group of hot-blooded youths in the dazzling city. God, her hair is like so... Like everyone's hair is pretty decently colored, but hers is just like saturated to beyond belief compared to the others, and I mean that in the best way possible. Because this is beyond human physical and combat abilities. There's probably going to be a lore reason for that eventually, I would assume. God, her eye color combined with the hair is like... This design is just peak, man. I don't know what else to say. I might have to put in like my top 3 Trails designs, honestly. This design just really speaks to me on a lot of levels. It's just extremely cute. Cute and pretty and beautiful and gorgeous. And of course, I've got to play with her on the field because, you know, pretty privilege. Oh, there is a metric butt ton of NPCs to talk to. Let's see, we're 46 minutes in here. Check out the cultural district at night. Also, I always like playing as characters that have long hair, just because of like the hair physics and whatnot. It's always a fun time. It is kind of interesting, her actual hair color in game, and then comparing it to like the color here. Like, it's such a stark difference from the art to the model. And I don't mean that in the bad way, though I actually do really like the hair color that they use here more, to the point that I kind of wish it was kind of closer on the model. But, you know, I think it's still very pretty regardless. I'm not gonna like deny that. Yeah. I think I'll talk to most of the NPCs on my own time, because we're already... I mean, there's a few people I can talk to. Some of the more important ones, like these two. Like, NPCs that we've talked to before.
Now that I've introduced Sanim to everyone at the bazaar, we're going to go off and have dinner somewhere. She's not too good with words, but thankfully everyone seems to understand that she's sorry for all the trouble she's caused. Not everyone's forgiven her, but I was at least able to get them to tolerate her being in the bazaar, which is an important first step. What happens from there might come down to how hard she decides to work. I think I'm going to treat Sanim to a good meal before we head on over to the temple. It's about time she had something nice.
Between running around from you guys and then introducing myself to everyone at the bazaar, today has been a lot. Like, a lot. I don't believe I've met you. Wait, why am I talking to you? I don't know all the other people. Who the hell are you? I'm so tired. I feel like I could pass out by at any second. All right, well, obviously we got ahead of the Bracer Guild because that just has this big blue thing just pointing out at us. I don't recall you. What else we got? Please, you gotta help me. Is there any chance I could see a green-haired Bracer who works here? Lost my wallet somewhere. I'm hoping if I talk to him, he might know where it could have gone. Seems the receptionist's a little occupied at the moment. This guy must be desperate if he's coming in here at this hour asking for help. Indeed. Let's watch and see what happens. Perhaps we'll learn something. I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a little more information first. Could you explain what exactly is going on? Right, of course. Basically, I was on my way to Tharbad driving along the Sand Sea. Everything was going just fine until I suddenly, out of nowhere, blew a tire. Luckily, this green-haired Bracer ran over to help us. He was kind enough to patch up the tire with the tools he had. Turns out he was heading to Tharbad too, so we let him hitch a ride with us to thank him for his generosity. After that, we all made it to Tharbad, but just as I was about to go through my things so I could find my wallet and buy some souvenirs, that's when I realized it went missing, and now I'm scrambling to find it. Is there something you can do? Alright, I understand. You want to talk to this bracer to see if he has seen or possesses your wallet. I don't know why I changed my voice suddenly for this lady. Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm beginning to wonder if maybe I got pickpocketed somewhere while he was fixing her tire. I just want to ask if he noticed anything strange. Now, is there anywhere you can call him over? I'm sorry, it's probably going to take a little time for us to arrange a meeting with him. Based on your description, I know for a fact that he doesn't belong to our branch. That's what makes it tricky. I'd say it's more likely that whoever it was came over and helped you who was operating independently. No bracer matching the description is registered with us. If he's in town, we probably won't hear about him until at least tomorrow. Really? Guess I'll just have to wait and hope for the best. Still, if you hear anything about my wallet tonight, could you get in touch? I'll wait around outside by the oasis in case anything comes up. It never ends. I feel bad for her. Seems the guild's getting so many visitors she can't catch a break. Yeah, I hope that other man managed to find his wallet too. That's awful having it stolen. Let's have a chat with her now that we're here and the lines opened up. We can learn something interesting. And that we shall. We meet again. Looks like you're keeping busy taking people's requests this late. You all again. You heard that, I'm guessing. Yeah, we did. I'm sorry we didn't mean to pry. That man said he lost his wallet, right? If only there was some way to talk to that green hairbase. Indeed. Although it sounds like determining which bracer it was could prove to be difficult. You're telling me. I'm pretty confident someone from out of town had decided to come by and help. But when we'll get in touch, who knows? He could drop by after checking out the city tonight. It could take him longer, even. Until he can figure out more, there's no way for me to pinpoint which bracer it was that man met. So it's mostly hurry up and wait for tomorrow. Boo. You guys are weirdly interested in all this. Who cares if that mystery bracer shows up with 1 wallet or 100? A lot of Mira, sure, but it's got nothing to do with us. Maybe. But something about this whole situation stinks. What do you mean? Nothing. Just talking to myself. Good luck getting the sick guy sorted out. From the sound of that, Van, you don't want to let this go. Well, that guy mentioned he was gonna hang out over by the oasis. Couldn't hurt to have a chat with him, see if we can coax anything else out. As you wish, Mr. Arkwright. The green-haired bracer. Is this like a hidden quest that I just got out of nowhere? They said they're hanging out by the oasis and this just showed up. Yeah, I guess it was just kind of like a hidden quest. I wouldn't really call it hidden though, considering it was like on the map. It's just kind of weird that it started off blue and then turned to green. Also, I don't know what to call this on Rosette. Like I don't know what you call that, like these lines going up her legs and whatnot. It's some type of, I don't know, like it's some type of fashion thing, like a certain type of clothing article, but I don't know what it's called. But they really stand out, to say the least. In a good way. Alright.
Can we talk?
Bro just sat down real quick as soon as this started. We're from Arkwright Solutions. We were just at the guild too and happened to overhear your conversation at the front desk. Oh yeah, kinda remember passing by people on my way out. Would any of you happen to know where I might find that green-haired bracer? Not quite. We're actually looking for him too. Got some business of our own. I was hoping you could tell us a little bit more about what happened. Would you mind? Anything else you can think of will help, big or small. Like, did he have any other distinct features, or did anything else stick out to you in general? You too, huh? I'm sorry. In terms of features, I don't remember anything else other than he had green hair. Wish I could be with more help on that end. Bless my memory. As for anything else that stuck out, no, nothing really comes to mind.
Wait, that's not true. Actually, I do remember something that happened after we arrived. We bumped into a police officer who was patrolling the parking lot. I decided to go up to him and say hello, strike up a little bit of a conversation. But for some reason, the bracer looked uncomfortable. It wouldn't look the officer in the eye. Man, I wonder if that bracer was legit. The bracer was avoiding a police officer's gaze entirely. That's certainly a little unusual. That's what I thought. I have heard that cops and bracers don't always get along all that well. I figured maybe that was all it was. It did seem odd, though.
Wait, I've never heard of that before. Is that true? It's common for police and bracers to run into one another at times because they both work to maintain the peace. The difference is, the police work wholly within the law. Meanwhile, bracers' first duty is protecting the people. So they theoretically can act extra legally to do so. And sometimes they face jurisdictional friction and, well, differences of opinion. Oh, I get it. I guess I can see how that happened.
In this case, though, I think this bracer of yours might have had other real good reasons for being a little skittish.
Huh?
I don't understand. What do you mean? Don't worry about it. We're saying that we're gonna go look into this on our end too, and see if we can turn anything up. I get you're keen to have your wallet back, but I think you should call it a night and come back tomorrow. I suppose you have a point.
On that note, if I may, were you able to find a place to stay despite losing your wallet?
Yeah, thanks for asking. The guild was kind enough to cover me until I can pay them back. As long as I find my wallet soon, everything should work out one way or the other. I'm still anxious, but knowing that I've got you all in the guild looking into it, I guess I feel okay going back to my room for the night.
I'm glad to hear that's all been taken care of. Please take care on your way. I don't know how well this monotonous voice is gonna work for Rosette. It's kind of like a different vibe than what she actually is. Like, it's not like she's a robot or anything like that. She has a personality. It's just that I feel like if I go for too close of a vibe, then it's just gonna end up overlapping with Agnes's voice. Like maybe like I could go for like a deeper pitched Agnes or something like that, but I don't know.
That's one way to get rid of a guy. Now we can talk openly. Right, so it sounds like this green-haired bracer could be an imposter. What are we gonna do about it?
Wait, what? He is? She might be a bit dumb. Are you saying this is like what happened with that fake police officer we had to deal with before?
It's a distinct possibility, but we can't say for sure yet.
If this is true, that's really underhanded of them.
You're telling me. Your average person isn't gonna suspect a bracer of committing a crime.
Therefore, if someone were to believably impersonate a bracer, they would be able to get away with a great many things. That could be quite damaging to the organization's reputation if nothing was done about it. Feels just weird. It feels weird how fast we're just getting Rosette in the party. Like, it feels like she's an interloper because she hasn't properly joined. It's just weird. I mean, you know, we've had that for like Fairy and Aaron too, but this one in particular just feels like out of place. Like, she just showed up and now she's here. Not that that's like a bad thing, it's just kind of not what I would expect. If we're quick enough in catching this imposter, we can minimize the amount of damage he'll do.
Normally I ain't exactly in the business of covering the guild's ass or anything. They can handle themselves just fine. But I don't see the harm in sticking our necks out just this once. It'll help us understand what's happening on the ground in this town too. So, come hell or high water, we'll uncover who this green-haired chump really is. Hey, if it kills time, I'm game. Lead the way, Chief.
I see no reason not to proceed. You have my full support as always, Mr. Arkwright. Well, if we're gonna do this, what do we do first? Should we see if anyone else has seen this bracer? If we talk to more people, we can start tracking him down.
That's exactly what I think we should do. We need to figure out this guy's trajectory. If he is a fraud, though, it's probably safe to assume that he's keeping his distance from the cultural district, for obvious reason.
Perhaps we should talk to people in the entertainment district and see if he's been spotted around there then.
Good point. The casino dealers could be a good place to start. They're bound to pay close attention to who's coming in.
Anybody who spends a lot of time outside of it might have seen him too.
All good ideas. Hopefully, once we start talking to some people, we'll come up with some leads. Well, no time like the present. Let's roll.
You have my support, Mr. Arkwright.
A bogus bracer.
Mr. Arkwright. It's gonna be very funny to see how long she ends up calling him by that. Or maybe it'll just be like a consistent thing that never ends up changing, and that could also be funny by itself. Because I feel like, you know, I feel like she is gonna end up joining Arkwright Solutions, but maybe it's like a, I don't know. Because she's a concierge and she works for a certain company. And if she constantly has this outfit on, that clearly means that she isn't going to, you know, she has another job, basically. So maybe she'll be there to keep an eye on Van or something like that. You know, because he's like a tester and like an important figure for, sorry, I have to look at her outfit to remember. For the M yada yada SO. That's my thoughts at least. I don't really know. There's a lot of ways they could go with it still. Also, one thing I want to mention is I really like her bangs. That's like a very particular part of her design that I'm a big fan of. The way that it all like curls down, but it comes to like that point there. It's just a very nice thing. Not to mention I also like her hair in general. It does like the same type of thing in the back. It's very pleasing. Not to mention the bangs that go down the side, and like I said, the headset. I don't know what you call... Indeed. I don't know what you call this, like, almost like a tiara type thing. Like, it's connected to her headset, which is interesting to note. But I don't know to what extent that matters. Like, I can't tell if it's the same thing or if it's two separate things that are just overlapping. I assume that it's the same thing. It looks like it connects. Like it all connects. Also, the freaking, I don't know what you call that, almost like a scarf around her neck is also a very nice highlight. Literally, like, this entire design is just peak. There's like nothing that I can really criticize whatsoever. It's just an extremely solid design, and it's not a type of design I've ever seen in Trails 2. So it just really stands out in that way. I mean, that's been the case for a lot of the designs in this game. Calvert just has a really more modern designs, but it also has a lot more that are still kind of fantasy-esque, but just stand out way more from previous arcs. Like, look at, like, our entire party right now just kind of has like a very distinct vibes from one another even. There's kind of some like similarities in some of them, but they all stand out a lot. I've really just enjoyed, like, they do really well on both the models and the art. It's kind of insane, honestly. Anything else around here? Let's do one little thing of plot here. We're already in the area, and if there's multiple things we have to check out, we might as well just take care of the plot while we're here.
Now,
Any 4 SPGs? Any good info here? Let's go down here. People dancing again. Dancing on the street. Oh, here they are. Hey, hi Shahina. Hi Sarah. Looks like our hunch was right. Good to see you, ladies. Oh, hello, everyone. The owner was just telling us about you all. Sounds like you guys had to clear some monsters to get the bass back up and running. That's amazing. I knew you guys were talented. Thanks again for everything you all did. I'd still be in dire straits if it weren't for you folks. All part of being a Spriggan. We got plenty of that. We got plenty out of that whole exercise too, so it was good for everyone. Well, that's good to hear. By the way, who might you be? I don't believe you were with them earlier. Forgive my late introduction. You may call me Rosette. I was dispatched here on short notice. You two are Miss Sarah and Miss Shahina, correct? It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Nice to meet you too. Wait, is that a maid outfit you're wearing? I've never seen one of those in person before. Not precisely. This is the uniform that I wear for work. You can think of it as a combat suit designed to let me offer maximum support to my customers when needed. That sounds, complicated. Whatever it is, you look super cool in it, that's for sure.
Damn right. Shahina is so real for that. Hey, since we're all here, why don't you guys join us in the baths? There's so much I want to talk about. That sounds like fun. Maybe we could all get dinner together afterwards, too. There's a place close by I always go to that I'm sure you all would enjoy. Sure, we'd be happy to take you up on that. Probably not a bad idea for us to wash up before we meet with our clients again anyway. Say what you like. I know you're just looking for an excuse to take a dip. Not that I'm against it. I could really use a bite to eat, but that's okay. The bath sounds good after everything we've done today. Then it's settled. We'll join you two in the baths. Yay, that's perfect. Come on, I'll show you where the girls' ones are. Shahina, calm down. They've had a long day.
Take as long as you want in there, folks. You've earned it.
The boys.
Man, this blows. I didn't consider the fact that I'd be stuck alone in here with you.
Oh wow, we're having this as a unique scene. Yeah, we only have 2 guys in the party. It's kind of whatever the opposite of a sausage fest is.
Would you pipe down? You're killing the vibe.
Killing the vibe, man.
Just close your eyes and relax. Embrace the tranquility. And then...
He's about to be like, shut the fuck up, man.
Oh, shut up. I bet you every mirror in my wallet the girls are living it up on the other side of this wall.
He just wants to look at naked women.
Speaking of girls, man, I'd kill to check out that maid and the older sister's scorching bods right about... Blah!
We sit on sacred ground, punk. Don't defile it with your libido.
Van is so real for that. But honestly, I kind of get where you're coming from, Aaron. Yeah, you're so real for that, Van. You tell him.
Keep it up, and I'll scrub you down till your skin is raw. If that's what it takes to clean that dirty brain of yours for the first time.
Dirty, wordy brain.
All right, I'll drop it. Adios, you don't have to be so serious about it.
Little punk. Meanwhile, the gals.
They're certainly having a lively time over there.
Oh, wait. In this lighting, her hair kind of does look more similar to the art. Huh. Yeah, no, that does look more similar. Maybe it was just because it was night. I don't know. Or maybe the lighting just looks weird here. I don't know.
Ugh. Don't they realize we can hear every word they're saying?
Wait, what? Oh.
He's not wrong, though. All you girls are just as gorgeous as Sara. I mean, Risette's hair and skin are both so silky, she practically looks like a doll.
She is extremely pretty.
You're so pretty too, Agnes. And how do you get those when you're only 16?
Oh my god. I mean, it was bound to happen. We already knew that we were gonna get boob talk. It's a Trails game and we have hot springs constantly.
Uh-huh. I'm only a year younger than you. There's no way I'm gonna be able to catch up that quickly. What's your secret? What do you eat to fill out like that, huh?
A bunch of stuff at the place below where she lives. Actually, wait, she doesn't live there. Never mind.
Too. I'd love to know for future reference.
I don't do anything special.
Oh boy.
Fairy, stop staring at me so much. You're scaring me.
There is not a thought in Fairy's eyes despite the fact of what she said. Look at her face. She is just staring blankly.
Shahina, please. Cool it down a little.
Well, I personally think Miss Al-Fayed and Miss Shahina are very beautiful in their own right. If anything, I should comment on your skin, Miss Sara. What sort of regimen do you use to achieve such a glossy look?
Oh, I just use shea butter. The stuff they make in Tharbad is really good, and
then we jump. Then we just, you know, obviously we had boob talk, but besides that, that wasn't, you know, I've seen way worse as far as Trails is with bath scenes and whatnot. That was a pretty tame one. Definitely for the better. Also, I'm loyal, I swear. I wasn't looking at Rosette in any way. Holy cow, you got Nina Fenley and Judith Lannister's autographs? Thank you guys so much. I'll treasure these forever, really. Oh, it's no problem. I'm glad you like them. Oh, wait. I just realized everyone's in a casual outfit, but I think Rosette is just in the same shit. Does she just not have like a more casual fit for like Does she just not have a casual outfit?
Those autographs have got to be worth a pretty mirror. We're talking about 2 of the hottest stars around. Think you might sell them?
No way, how could I ever? Still, it feels so surreal right now. I can't believe my own sister is going to be dancing up on stage with folks like them. Who would have thought? Don't get too excited about it, Shihina. I don't think they're going to ask me to do anything that big. Well, I still think it's awesome you get to be involved at all.
Wait, by dancing, do you mean for the Carnal Cavalcade?
Yeah, some director named Salvatore Gotti walked up to me and asked if I wanted to take part. Not just him, he was with some other snappy-looking guy too. They went nuts for Sarah. Apparently Mr. Gotti was all, "Baby, you're more perfect than Helios yourself. My parade isn't complete without you." He was dead set on bringing her on, whatever it took. It wasn't long before she folded like a house of cards. Shihina, you don't have to tell them every little thing about it. I am not sure I know what this Cavalcade is. Is it some event that will be part of the film festival?
Yeah, it's a parade that'll kick off when the festival opens.
It sounds like it's going to be quite the production. Like Shihina said, I guess it's supposed to include famous actresses and whatnot. I can see you fitting right in there, Sarah. You're going to do great.
I know Gotti can talk pretty raunchy, but his passion and taste are the real deal. He didn't say all that just to be nice.
I hope you're not Ron on that, Van. Because, man, that dude is kind of raunchy, and considering what he said last chapter, I've got to temper my expectations. The dude's got funny dialogue, but, you know, people like that, you never know what skeletons they've got in their closet.
If he says you're perfect, then he means it. You'll do just fine out there, Sora. I know you've got what it takes.
Thanks, Van. That means a lot. Am I seeing things, or are you turning a little red? I am not. Stop it. Sarashini!
The child. Where have you guys been?
Quit calling me Sheeny. I've got a real name, you know.
Sorry, Sheeny. You always be sheening me. Is it for any of yours?
Yeah, he's a kid from the neighborhood. What's going on, Timmer? What were you looking for us? Why were you looking for us? Because somebody asked me to give this to you, sire, that's why. A letter? Why's it got a singular wing and like a gold crest on it? Huh.
From the Witch of Rokenjima.
What the? Is everything okay? What's wrong, what in the world?
Decline to participate.
Oh wait, I can do something funny here.
Decline to participate in the parade, or tragedy will befall you.
Is this somebody's sick idea of a joke? Is this some kind of twisted joke? Well then. We're back to our usual outfits. Yeah, it is very funny. Rosette legit just didn't have like a casual attire for that. Maybe it's just because she hasn't joined us properly, so you know, she's still... Or it could just be that she's always business, which also sounds plausible. I mean, it's not like she went into the bath with that outfit on though, so who knows? Is there like any extra layer she could take off even, or is that all like one outfit? I mean, I guess it kind of looks like the top, like the blue part of her outfit could be taken off and maybe she'd just have like the white part on? I don't know. I can't believe Sarah of all people even got one of those threatening notes. According to that Timber boy, a Central Easterner that he passed who was working for a shipping company gave the note to him.
I guess that delivery person's most likely innocent. Just like with Nita and Judith, the culprit's probably going through several layers to cover up the real origin point of the note. That makes tracking them down incredibly tricky. Slippery bastard. They can't make it easy on us, can they?
As Sarah and Shahina, or Sarah and
Then we flash back again.
I really think you two should talk to the guild about this. I agree. I'm sure they will give you your case priority attention since it involves a civilian in danger. I imagine that any fees that they would charge for their services will be quite nominal too. I don't know about that.
Huh?
Come on, you've got to do something, Sarah. This really creeps me out. I hate to suggest this, but maybe you should quit the parade if that's the safest thing to do. No, I can't. Apparently, preparations for the parade are almost complete. If I pull out now... What was that, sis? Don't mind it.
Can't say for sure, but if things go south, I could definitely see that being the case, yeah.
But Sarah... Man, I know this is really presumptuous of me to ask, but... Is this something you and your agency can handle for me? Of course I'm prepared to pay for your services. I don't expect you to do it for free.
And thus here we are. That's real generous of you, taking on our case for cheap as an extension to what we're doing for Nina and Judith. But don't you get the feeling she's trying to hide something?
What? She is? I got that impression too. I think there's something going on with her that we don't know about.
Well, deal's a deal. Whatever it is, we already promised we'd help her. Plus, for all we know, this might turn up some good leads. Following this could be a good idea.
As a first step, would you like me to pinpoint which company was responsible for delivering the note?
Wouldn't hurt to know for sure. In the meantime, we need to go to the entertainment district. The other ladies are waiting for us at the hotel. We need to fill them in on everything that's happened, including this new note.
Alright. Search entertainment district, go to hotel. Alright. Well, I think that we're gonna call things there. We've made a lot of substantial progress in a short amount of time, I would say. You know, aside from the fact that I had to turn the difficulty down in order to deal with that damn boss. I'm glad we didn't get thrown into a second one, though, because I think that boss was just really annoying because of status stuff. If it wasn't due to that, then I think I would have been fine on it. But it just had a lot of, like, annoying, like, stat decreases and things like that were just hard to deal with. But, yeah, we're going to call it there. And next time on Trails Through Daybreak, we will finish doing our stuff around town, take care of some 4 SPGs, and then we'll go see Nina and Judith over at the hotel. Thank you very much for watching, and adios, ciao, and bye-bye. Signing off until next time. Ja, matane.